So today we're at Taronga Almonds. We're going to have a chat with Deb about their tasty almonds. They're weekly stall holders at the Willunga Farmers Market, and many of our customers would know they've been there for a very long time. I'd love to hear a little bit more about the story of Taronga Almonds.
They bought it in the early 90s, the farm, just looking for space really and views, and they found that in abundance, but with it came a lot of almond trees. And then about 20 years ago, they were looking for a different avenue for the almonds, somewhere where they could make a little bit more money, I guess. And then suddenly the planets aligned and Willunga Farmers Market popped up, which was absolutely perfect. They started there in a red ute and they just had raw almonds, chucked them in a bag and thought, oh, see what happens. And people came. And then it rained, so then they got a tent. And then they got tables and thought, we can't do it out the back of the ute, we'll do tables and a tent. And you know, it sort of went from there. So then she started with seasoned almonds, and then now we have 14 flavours. And then the Willunga Farmers Market, it was just great for them. It changed their lives. It gave them freedom. It's been a fantastic way to get to know the community. And I feel like myself and my husband and our kids have benefited from this. Like, we've really got to know the community.
So one of the things I know that you've introduced most recently is this fantastic compostable packaging.
I felt quite strongly about that. I was very aware as a family of 5 how much waste we have, and new things were coming on the market. So I did my research. It started with these. And so these are an eco-friendly packaging. They're lined. It looks like plastic, but it's not. It's like a cornstarch style liner. So they're perfectly safe in there, and these are great for the markets. And so that's all fully home compostable.
So I can pop that in my green bin with my lawn clippings.
Yes.
And away it goes.
Yes, absolutely. Fantastic. It goes back into the earth. We're a snack food company, really. So we had a lot of little plastic bags. There is some amazing products like these ones that have come on the market. This is by Compost Me Group. And this is a home compostable bag that is home compostable to Australian standards, which is very important because they have strict standards, stricter than other countries. So you can chuck that, feels like plastic, and chuck it in your green waste.
Great.
We tell customers though, this is a vessel to get your product home. It's not a storage container. So take it home, put it in your fridge, pop it in a sealed container, and your product will last a lot longer. But all home compostable, everything.
So let's talk about almonds.
Almonds are not just almonds. Our strengths are in 3 of them, and 2 are what we call the old-fashioned almonds. So these ones are famous. These are very, very sought after. These are Johnnies. And how you can tell a Johnny is, there's a nonpareil, that's a newer variety. See that they're golden and they're plump looking? So a Johnny and a Somerton are traditionally, so this is a Somerton, this is another old-fashioned variety. You can see that they're kind of a little bit bigger, a bit flatter. Johnnies are grainier looking. I explain them as being a little bit more earthy than these ones. Mm-hmm. But really they're nutty and creamy in flavour, make fantastic milk, meals, butters, anything like that, really creamy. Delicious. And then you get your newer variety, which everyone will be used to seeing everywhere, which is a nonpareil. And these are sweeter and milder and they're plumper. They all have a place. So we will roast these for our roasted almonds, but these make great roasted almonds also. But I find that these make a better milk and butters and meal. So we use them all in these meals here.
So that's your meal made out of,
yes.
Is it a combination of those 2 almonds? Yeah, so you just...
Yeah, it's why we don't offer seconds, because we use them all.
Great, no waste,
this
perfect.
And this.
Now, the almond butter, these have become 10 years ago. I didn't never even heard of a nut butter.
And obviously there's the plain butter. And with this one, we just wanted it clean, just almonds. And that all came down to me researching to learn how do we do that so that we don't have to add oils or add salts or anything else to it. So it's just a very clean butter. And then we went for a chocolate. But how could we make that one a lot cleaner as well? So we sourced organic ingredients and fair trade with the almonds that are obviously local, and then made really what I call a healthy Nutella. So it's all nice chocolate butter. And then the chia was just something a little bit different. Again, chia seeds grown in South Australia, a little bit of almond oil, and it just gave it a little bit different texture, flavour to it. But again, just packed full of power.
And I noticed the butters, they're not only gluten-free, but they're vegan. So a great option for people that are looking for those products. They can pick that up at the market and enjoy. I love this. It's
absolutely.
It's great. So almonds obviously are a product that they're quite readily available. We can pick them up at the supermarket or in bulk from a variety of places.
Yeah.
Why should we be encouraging people to come down and not only buy local almonds, but what's the difference?
I started asking customers, is there a difference? And they're like, absolutely. They were saying that sometimes if they've run out, they'll go and grab some from Coles. And even their own children are like, what are these almonds? These are horrible. What I've learned is it's all about where they're grown. So almonds that are grown down our way in the Fleur, the reason they were grown there traditionally was because the environment and the weather patterns were perfect for them. So in other words, it's a Mediterranean climate. We have a nice wet winter, and then we get that good blossoming season, and then we get a nice dry hot summer, which is great for getting them ready to harvest. When they're harvested, drying them out. So all of our seasons are perfectly aligned for almonds. That then affects the flavour and the quality of the almond on top of that. Plus, they're not pasteurised, so they're not been treated afterwards. They're fresh as well. So you will taste the difference. You go to the farmers market, you are actually supporting small little businesses that are local to you.
Well, I've really enjoyed learning more about the fantastic story of Taronga almonds, beautiful local almonds that you can pick up at the Willunga Farmers Market every Saturday. You'll find Deb or one of her family in Town Square. We'd love to see you at the market, and I know Deb would too.